Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Patrick Thompson with the Pinner and Patrick Show out here at beautiful Coyote Creek Golf Club with my golf coach, Jack Berry here. Jack, how are you doing today?
Great, how are you?
I am really good. I'm anxious to get a couple more pointers from you and possibly Doug here today about my golf game because I know it needs a little bit of work.
We could do that.
Yes, we
Absolutely.
can. I know a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago, actually, you gave me a golf lesson out at the driving range, and you gave me some stellar tips with my general swing.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the drive, it wasn't putting, it was just the swing in general. Do you recall what that was? Could you tell us about that again?
Yeah, exactly. Mainly, the biggest thing in golf to play great golf or even to get a little better is contact.
Okay.
So I just had you think about what do you have to do to acquire better contact. And then the game is direction and distance. So in order to control direction and distance, you need better contact. And that's what you started focusing on. You slowed your tempo down and you got better contact.
He's absolutely right. I remember with that tip he gave me, it was just spot on, and he said I'd go from probably a double or triple bogey golfer to probably a birdie or under par, right?
With a little practice.
With a little
some
practice,
time.
yes, time. So, hey, maybe today I might be able to get under that par or maybe even just a bogey. That'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. So we're at hole 4, par 4 here at Coyote Creek Golf Club. Jack, tell us a little bit about this.
So we're going to play the blacks 307. It's not a really long hole, so that should be really simple, but typically when they're shorter, because it's usually tighter or there's some trouble to get into.
Absolutely.
So we're going to watch you play this hole how you would think you would play it, and then we'll kind of look at see what you did and maybe give you a different idea of how we could play this hole, because really it's about making a good score, a good number.
Okay.
We want to make a low number, not a high number.
And by hitting it straight, right?
We'll keep it in control.
There you go. There you go. So it looks like we're going to get in the tee box, the black one there, 307 yards from here to the pin. Jack Berry, Patrick Thompson here on the Pinner and Patrick Show. We're about to hit some balls. Hey guys, we're here on pin 4, or excuse me, the black pin on hole 4 with Jack Berry out of Coyote Creek Golf Club, and we're just going to talk a little bit about some golf etiquette, how busy the course is today. And I mean, there's a lot of golfers. I look to my right side and I see 1, 2, 3 carts just a hole over. I mean, what do you guys attribute to the weather or school starting up?
I think a lot of it is the weather always makes a decision on what's going on, but a lot of it's the course, the condition of the course, and the changes that have been made out here the last 2 years. The head pro John looked, and we're up the last 3 months than we were last year on rounds played per month. So, and significantly in August. So
it's awesome.
Yeah, it just shows you what's being done out here, and the people like the course.
Yeah.
So it's challenging, but it's being a little more fair than it has been.
I agree totally with that.
Yeah.
I played out here twice this summer, once for the Front Nine Foundation golf outing, and the course was in tip-top shape.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm an amateur golfer. I don't even know if I'm an amateur golfer yet, but it's a hard course. It makes you think a little bit, and it's fun. That's for sure.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's very scenic.
Yeah, definitely. So with this par 4, hole 4 out here, what we got looking here?
Well, what we have is, you can see there's out of bounds on the right, so we got a tree line we need to stay, and then there's a creek running on the left-hand side. So we got the players in front of us hitting their approach shots, and as soon as they're done, then it'll be safe for you to go ahead and tee off and not tee into them. So
Absolutely.
We just want to be patient and have fun, enjoy the scenery, and make sure that they're out of the way.
Don't want to be yelling 4 out there.
No.
So I'm going to step in here to the tee box, get my ball set up, and I'm going to approach this hole like I'm the one golfing without Jack here to coach me quite yet. So I'm going to go ahead and step in. Let's get a little noise out here.
It's a golf course.
All right.
Yeah.
All we need is one, baby. Oh! Little slicer to the right there. That was my first shot in the last 2 months. That's all right. That's all good. So, Jack, if you want to step back in here.
Yeah, we'll go down and check where it's at and see what we're going to do on our next shot.
Sounds good to me. Well, I was a little to the right on this drive here. So, Jack, what do you say with this shot? What happened there? What do I got laying up for me?
Well, I think you got lucky here. You hit a tree and then it didn't go out of bounds and you stayed over here in the rough. So we have a real slopey lie. We're about 172 to the green. So you can use your 172 club, whatever you want to do. And we got to go ahead and move it on down closer to the green. So what you want to do is just focus on your shot, just trying to hit as tall as you can and try to hit it straight.
All right. Now, one question I'll ask before I get going on these hills, since it is pretty steep here.
Yeah.
How would you recommend the setup?
So you're actually going to grip down a little bit and make the club a little shorter because the ball's closer to you. It's sitting up. Does that make sense? Take a couple practice swings to see how you bottom out.
Okay.
Try to get a feel for how far you need to stand away from the ball. Remember, you want to try to bottom out where the ball is. And then when you're ready, just go ahead and get your aim and then make a good smooth swing.
All right, let's do this. Roll up there.
All right.
Yep.
It's running.
Probably hole out on that one. So I topped it a little bit.
Yeah.
What's the reason for topping on that?
Well, your ball position might have been a little bit off, so you caught on the upswing. You really didn't bottom out under the ball. It's as simple as that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And you go a little bit behind that ball next time. So let's go ahead and get up there and see if I can get on the green in 3 here. Maybe hole out.
Let's go for it.
Well, still a little short from the green here with that second shot with the 7-iron. 50 to 60 yards out. I've picked my 56 wedge. Tips, anything on this hole here with this shot?
Well, it's a partial swing, so if it's too soft, you won't reach the green. If it's too hard, you're going to go way over. So it's got to be just right.
Well, let's see how this goes.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't muscle this one up on
Again, we want to try to hit a solid, which means ball ground, middle of club face, with the power you want.
Let's see here. Back a little bit. Get a couple blades off. There it is. That's perfect. All right, hole out, baby. That's going in, guys.
That's a little hot, I think. In, over. Okay.
That is a little hot.
That's a little hot. It was a good putt.
So with that there, real quick, too hard of a hit then?
Again, we didn't get the ball on top of the club, so the club didn't hit the ground. So we had a little ball position error again.
Well, we'll come back with a little bit more coaching here by Jack here on the next round. So we're gonna go hopefully putt this in. All right, here's the fourth shot on hole 4 out here at Coyote Creek Golf Club. I got a little hill to hit here. Jack, I'm gonna say I want to hit down and behind the ball when I do this chip in.
I agree.
Is that's accurate then?
Yeah, you want to try to catch the ball first if you can, not the grass. The trouble is the lie, and also we're very short to the hole, and this is quick. This is really fast.
As you can see from the last shot.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and maybe just hole out here, chip in.
All right, focus.
Focus, he says. I like that. Practice swing here. All right, baby. Oh, that's too fast.
Uh-oh.
Holy shnikes, we're going downhill there. So let's say that the ball lands just short of the tee there, or the hole. Say it lands about right here, guys. In a perfect world, right?
That's what we'd want.
Yeah. And so with this hole, we got people behind us, so we want to make sure that we get this in. Lands here, approach the shot. What's a good tip for an amateur putter that's going to be approaching this shot here?
You just want to keep your head down and practice your power on your practice swing, and then aim at your spot will probably be just at the hole. Aim right at the hole reduce or rehearse your practice swing on the ball, the same swing on the ball, and keep your head down.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk over, chip it in here real quick, and then
See what
we'll
we
get
got.
going. Yeah.
Okay.
Even though we got people behind us, we want to make sure you're still walking on the course, not running. Woo! Decent. Doug's there to save the day.
Oh, what a
Nice
shot,
back
Little
stop.
assist.
There you go. Let me
Great
get the
chip.
flag. Here we go.
Great chip.
Line it up. Never up.
Right,
never
baby.
in.
Not very good, you guys.
In golf, we like to call that a gimme.
Gimme? Okay.
Yeah, we're going to give it to you. So that's a gimme.
So that's
That's
like
a long gimme,
6.
but
Okay, so we're gonna go back. Jack's actually gonna coach me through this, make me a better golfer, hopefully a double bogey golfer on this par 4 here at Coyote Creek Golf Club. We are back on hole 4, par 4 on the whites this time. Jack must not think I'm very good at golf. So, Jack, what's a quick summary of my previous performance and why you moved me up?
So we teed off from what's called the tips, okay, and those are usually reserved for very low handicap, low scoring golfers. So we had some problems. You had a problem keeping it straight. It might have went out of bounds, but it looked like it glanced, so we were lucky. Otherwise, that'd have been 2 strokes wasted.
Nice.
You had a lie on a hill that was tough. Didn't hit it good, and the next one you hit short. And then we hit it over the green because we had bladed that one. So we had some mishits. But realistically, there's 4 sets of tee boxes. So we're putting you on the whites, which is going to be better for you to have more fun. So you won't have to struggle. And when you're done playing, you said, you know what, I had a really great time.
Yeah.
Because it suits your game where you're at now. As you get better, you can move yourself back.
Okay.
So the tip for you is our ball position is a little bit forward. So you're catching it on the upswing. So we're catching it on the bottom of the club, not in the middle.
Okay.
So in this one, you want to play the ball right in the middle of your stance. So we're going to start with a 7-iron rather than the driver because the hole's only 260 yards. So all we got to do is hit it down there somewhere in the fairway, keep it in play on flat ground, and then we got a better chance of hitting it on the green.
Okay, cool.
Try that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna line my feet up. Here's a tip that Jack taught me last time. If I lie the club down, we got people behind us, but wherever your club's pointing, that's where you're usually gonna hit it if you hit it straight, right?
Right.
So I wanna go just a little bit probably.
There you go.
There we go. Step back, couple of swings here.
Just move your body forward a little bit.
Okay.
This way. This way.
Oh, excuse
That way.
me.
There you go. Now the ball's in the middle of your stance.
Gotcha.
Okay? There you go. Whenever you're ready. We stood up a little bit,
Okay.
but we did motor it down the fairway. Right, but you're on a level lie.
Right.
Better than the last one.
Yep. Top that one again. Just need to stay down more. Keep my patience, right?
Yep.
All right, well, let's go get that one. All right, it wasn't hard to find this first shot. Now we're leading up into the second one, hoping to get on the green.
Yes.
Jack, what's the guidance here for me?
Well, right here we got a nice level lie. Fairway looks beautiful. Ball setting up. So we look down at the green. All the trouble's on the left. So we have a club that should reach the green. So we're going to have you aim a little bit to the right of the flag.
Okay.
And we need to hit a solid shot. So just kind of hold your head still and make sure you brush the grass on the way through.
Right.
So just focus on good aim and a good swing.
All right, stay down on that ball.
Yep, just keep it simple.
All right, we're getting this one.
Great shot.
Woo!
Look at that.
Yeah,
Almost up on the green.
almost.
Hey, that was awesome.
All
man.
right, thanks.
And that was your first time. We didn't do that 2 or 3 times, did we?
No, not
All
at
right,
all.
Good job.
All right, let's go try and chip this one in. All right, we are trying to get this in, chip it out here. I'm gonna go ahead and just get after it, all right, Jack?
Yeah, so you're laying 2, right? So we're just off the green here a little bit.
Yeah.
And before you use this lofted wedge, and how did that work for you? Twice you used it.
Just smoked it up the hill.
Yeah, it's too much, right?
Yep.
So we're going to make it simple. We're going to use a flat club called the Texas wedge. It's a putter. We're just going to have you putt this up because this is very smooth grass up here.
Gotcha.
All you have to do is hit the ball in the middle of the ball and give it enough power just to get it up on the green. You got to realize you're going through a little bit of grass, but you're a strong guy. Just think about how much power you have to hit it to roll it up there.
So hopefully I don't short it.
Yeah. So I'll help with your practice swing to give you an idea of how much swing you need and how much speed you need.
So I'll get my practice.
You're going to aim just a little bit to the right of the flag.
All right.
A little bit bigger. That's it. That's all we need is that on the ball.
One common question that you might get, do you swing with your torso / hips or your arms?
This is arms.
Arms,
Just
all right.
Whatever you did there was perfect. It's shoulders and arms. That's what we want. Now the most important thing is you hit the middle of the ball, so keep looking down, watch your club hit the ball. Good shot.
All right.
All right, we're putting.
Short.
Yeah, well, we're on the green in 3. So if you 2-putt, you're gonna make a 5, but you're actually putting for par right now.
Oh man.
Yeah. So same kind of power you're gonna do, whatever you think. You're gonna aim straight at the hole. Okay.
Go on, line it up right. Tiger out here.
Yeah. Think about the power you need. A little bit more. That. Aim at the hole. Keep your head down. Oh,
Get up! Oh man.
So we added a little bit.
You know, if I would have made that, that would have been my first par ever.
Oh, you're not done yet. One more.
Little softer, happy.
All right, good try. That's a gimme. We're going to give you that one.
They need to make the holes bigger, right? Yeah. So, one thing that I noticed when I was putting there, Jack, was the wind. When I was doing that one and then that one there. Can wind play a factor in putting?
It can affect. We are in a lower part, so it's not big factor. Probably wouldn't in this case. But up on top, we're no trees around us. Yes, it will affect the ball. And these greens are running pretty fast, but it runs slow, it won't. But when they're running fast, it will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, summarize that for me. Couple improvements, couple things I still need to improve on.
Yeah, so definitely, you know, the first guy said, I'm going to pull a driver, I'm going to hit this thing hard and beat it on down the green, but all you did was get in trouble, so we moved to the proper tee box. We had you hit your club that'll keep it 2 7-irons, you're right up on the green. You chip putted close on the green, and with a 2-putt, you made a 5 pretty easy.
Okay.
Where the other one, you were struggling to make 6 and 7 and possibly go out of bounds or even in the water make an 8.
All right, so the lesson that I just learned there was don't try to hit the home runs. Singles and doubles will get you there.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to head over to Doug and Jack, and they're going to talk a little bit about course etiquette and things like that.
Absolutely.
All right, let's do that.
Hey everybody, don't adjust your television set. It's me, Doug. I'm not Pat, and our good friend Jack Berry. Jack, that was fun watching you work with Patrick.
It was. It's great to give them some knowledge and information about how to have more fun, keep the ball in play, hit solid shots. It always feels good to hit solid shots.
Well, and I think even more so when I'm done playing around the golf, I like to have fun.
Exactly.
And I do think one of the biggest tips you gave Patrick was to play the proper tees when you go out to your golf courses that you're playing. We're here just outside of Bartonville at Coyote Creek Golf Club with teaching professional Jack Berry, talking a little bit about the rules and etiquette of the game. And you just walked Patrick through a playing lesson on how to manage the course. And what I'm referring to by moving up a set of tees, Pat hopped on the championship tees.
Right.
Pat's about a bogey or double bogey golfer.
Right.
First thing we did playing the hole the second time is move him up a couple sets. golfers out there, just check your ego. If you want to have fun or do you want to have a headache all day, I'd recommend having fun moving up a tee box.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, talking about managing the hole, I thought that was a smart play to have Patrick play a short iron off the tee, keep the ball in play, which he did.
He did.
Second shot, he even drew it in there perfectly.
Great shot.
Just came up a little short. I find most amateurs come up a little short, and then I thought that was a great tip on the Texas wedge. I see so many golfers. How many of you out there watching are over the green, back over the green, back over the green, and finally it's like, is this game even worth it?
Right.
So the Texas wedge is always a safe call around the green.
Less frustrating just to hit the ball and move it forward.
Yeah, I think anyone out there, bogey golfer or higher, you get up around the green on the fringe or the short area leading up to the green, try that Texas wedge. Develop that feel. Your short game will improve.
Exactly.
Let's talk about some other things while on the golf course that some golfers should try too. How about pace of play? That's always a hot topic.
It is. But pace of play is everyone wants to play in a reasonable amount of time. And, you know, it's 3.5 to 4.5 hours, depending on where you're playing. But some things that help is playing the right tee box. You have less balls to look for. You're in the fairway most often. And the other thing is just kind of be ready. You know, be ready when it's your turn. I see what I call gallery golf. I see the whole foursome follows one person, watch him hit, and then they follow, watch the next person, watch the next person. And that's fun, but that's really not going to move you forward.
Yeah.
You can kind of watch your shot and be safe, but be ready to play and play ready golf, like they say. You can still see your buddy's shot, and you can say, wow, that was a great shot. And then you're ready to go ahead and have your shot.
I usually heckle my buddies nonstop. I very rarely tell them good shot, and I'm always yelling press. But anyways, that's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
So what you're talking about is if you and Luke, our producer behind the camera, were in your cart, you, in essence, would separate after we tee off from Patrick and I and go play your golf balls where you're at. Maybe drop Luke off with his club. You get over to your ball and just take turns hitting, pick him up, and continue moving on.
Exactly.
I think that's smart. You know, sometimes we've all been stuck behind that group that plays that gallery golf that you called it. Yeah, just simply you and your partner in your cart team up and stay on point with who's up next, and obviously try not to get too far ahead of your competitors in the other cart for safety reasons. But yeah, I think that will help move the game along. What about, here's a common question. Well, I'm a twosome and I came up on a foursome. Do I have the right to play through? They won't let me play through. What do I do? What's a recommendation you give?
That's always a challenging thing. Actually, according to the rules, old rules, foursomes have more of a right of way over 3 and then 2, which is kind of backwards today, but it is in the rules, but that's way back when. But right now you want to just, if you know you're a twosome and, you know, they're going to tell you, you know, there's a lot of people out there, pace of play is good, but you're going to play faster. So what you want to do is just, you want to relax and know that you're probably, even if you let you play through, there's nowhere to go. Yeah. So you just want to relax and enjoy it. You know, maybe take a couple extra putts if no one's behind you. Yeah. You know, and just, that's all you can do.
Maybe work on that Texas wedge game.
Exactly.
And you know what? I think getting the mind frame before you ever tee off, I always anticipate a 4.5 hour round of golf.
Exactly.
Some of my buddies want to play in 3.5. I don't understand the rush. Hey, there's some of those deer I was talking about on that trail. Anyways, that'll be our outdoor show here at Coyote Creek Golf Club. That was a big doe. But my buddies want to play so quick, I like to get out and enjoy the day. So I think if you set the mindset of 4 to 4.5 hours and try to keep up, that gives you about 15 minutes a hole, right?
And if you get to the golf course, you know, don't get there 5 minutes before your tee time, then you're rushing. You know, you need time to check in, get your cart, and do some putting, you know, 30 minutes at least, you know, 15, 20 minutes minimum. Oh, yeah. But, you know, I want to get ahead. I want to enjoy the day and hang out with my buddies and just be relaxed.
And if it's anything like me and my buddies, it's at least a 10-minute hostage negotiation on the first tee on the rules of the bets that we have laid out for the day.
It's supposed to be a fun sport.
We have a ton of fun. One other common thing I notice with amateur golfers is they never hit past the pin unless they're chipping and blading it over. So I know when I was teaching the game of golf, just like yourself, Jack, I would always recommend, hey, if you think you have to pure or absolutely flush hit that 7-iron perfect to get it to that yardage.
Right.
Choke down on the 6-iron, take a full swing. Choking down
Exactly.
reduces the yardage.
Right.
And typically, most courses set the hazards and the trouble short of the green.
Exactly.
So my golfers would come back and go, you know, I was hitting the ball over the green a little bit, but nowhere near in the trouble I used to find myself in.
Exactly.
So common tip other than, you know, take a little bit more club. How about yardage finders?
Yeah, you can look at the yardage finders. I wouldn't dwell on them too much.
Yeah.
You know, but you can look at, a lot of the time, just look at the middle of the green.
There you go.
You know, a lot of people are laser and they said, well, it's 120. I'm going to go ahead and hit my 120 club. But realistically, that's in the front of the green. You don't realize it, but the middle of the green might be 140. It's a big green.
Yeah.
So now you're way short. So now you're even hurting yourself. So if you can hit the middle of the green like 18 times, that's pretty good.
That's real good. So again, amateur golfers, if you're tuning in a little late, you know, bogey, double bogey, get back to the front of the show. Jack walked Patrick Thompson. We let Pat play his own ball. Jack then brought him back, coached him through how to play the hole from the appropriate tees with the right clubs and the right circumstances, and you reduced his score by 2 on one hole.
Was real close to making his first par ever, he said.
Ever. That would have been a day to remember, especially on camera. When we talk about hitting into the greens, we're talking play more towards the middle of the green. Don't be a hero and start pin seeking. For your bogey golfers, double bogey golfers, yeah, let's work on greens and regulations. So that is whatever the par is. So we're on hole 4 here.
Right.
It's a par 4. The USGA and the Royal and Ancient always allow you 2 putts on the green. So that leaves you 2 shots to get to that green. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
2 shots to get on the green, 2 putts, there's your par. If it's par 5, they allow you 3 shots onto the par 5 and 2 putts.
Right.
Aim for the middle of the green.
But if you're kind of Patrick, your bogey is kind of his par, so he really has 3 shots and 2 putt.
There you go.
You get a free one in there, kind of.
And I think too, if some of these people watching take advantage of some of your tips, they might be able to reduce that down to more pars, a couple bogeys throughout the round, start enjoying themselves.
That sounds like fun.
Then when they really get good, bump back another set of tees and a whole new set of challenges approach. If you had one more thing, we also spoke about pace of play, 3.5 to 4.5 hours, what to expect, 2-somes versus 4-somes. What's one final thing you could leave with our people watching today on etiquette on the golf course, maybe maintaining? You got a beautiful facility here. Just saw a guy take a divot and not replace it with any sand.
Yeah, there's sand on the carts, and you want to leave the course in good shape. And don't put the divot back. Yep, Doug's got a sand bottle here. So you want to, once you make a divot,
right down here we have a little divot. Just simply
fill it full of sand and then brush it with your foot, stomp it down, perfect. And now that grass is going to grow back faster. So when you actually end up there, if you do, you're going to have some grass to play.
Yeah.
So it grows back faster. It looks beautiful. Yep, definitely.
And that's I'm glad you touched on that. Do you put the divot back or do you replace it with sand?
You want to replace it with sand. Some of the guys hit a really, really deep divot with a lot of sod. You can put that back, but typically sand works.
Yeah, sand allows the air to flow through it. That grass is already growing underneath.
Exactly.
And with how sweet your golf course is looking, that'll be filled in no time flat.
That'd be great.
We're out here at Coyote Creek Golf Club just outside of Bartonville. It's great shape. It's a great day. You guys are loaded with golfers and great tips on the golf course. If you're in need of a fall tune-up coming into the winter season before you head down south, Jack Berry, you're the teaching professional here, correct? And John Kohler's the head PGA professional. If you have outings, if you're looking to get a small group together, skip out of work early on a Friday, hit them up. So if you got any questions, check out the website on the link below. Reach out to them. Great staff, great golf course, great day. Jack, thanks for being part of it.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, come on back to the Pinner and Patrick Show. Pat and I will be back to talk about a few things coming up this week and wrap up the show.
All right, we're back up here at the clubhouse after a great coaching lesson by Jack Berry here at Coyote Creek Golf Club, and then some great tips by Doug and Jack as well. And
Pat, you did awesome out there, buddy.
Yeah. We'll get better as the years go on.
Hey, man, you knocked 2 shots off in 1 hole. So, I mean, that's a vast improvement.
It's true. That's very true.
Vast improvement.
With the, I mean, I guess with golf, you kind of got to be optimistic most of the time than if you want to keep on playing, right?
Yeah, you said it best out there. You got to be patient. You may have some bogeys, then a couple pars will pop in. I mean, you just can't try to force the action. It'll compound errors. It'll add up at the end and make your day less enjoyable. So I love the changes you made. Good job on hole 4 out here.
All right, thank you.
See what you do when I bring you back in a couple weeks and we play our own round of golf.
Oh boy, I look forward to that. So let's talk a little bit about fantasy football and MLB right now.
Yeah, let's talk about the Cubs. Thanks for bringing that up. They're still #1 in the NL Central. Just got this crazy stat come in. They're 30-15 since the All-Star break. They put up 20 hits the other night. They haven't done that since like 2009, and scored 16 or 17 in that ball game. How's your Cardinals doing?
And I don't even know right now. I'm just
solid
Cardinal
fan.
Trying to focus on my golf game, you know.
I'll tell you, the Cardinals are still sitting in 3rd. I believe Milwaukee's 3.5 games back of the Cubs, and Chicago was kicking off the final game, looking for a sweep against Pittsburgh early this afternoon.
Okay, cool.
You got a busy Labor Day weekend coming up?
Oh, not too much going on. It's gonna be pretty relaxing, pretty chill. What about you?
Yeah, a couple cookouts, a little golf myself, and some relaxation.
Beautiful. Who you think you're gonna win your fantasy league?
Absolutely not. I made a terrible pick. I thought we weren't going to talk about that. How about Mayweather-McConnor fight?
That was pretty cool. I mean, I've seen a couple boxing fights and our matches, I should say, and with Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, I think they made the people who did the pay-per-view get their money's worth for sure.
I know, I rented it. I think it was scripted perfectly. Went 10 rounds. It was a good fight. Everyone was happy with that fight. No disappointment. Mayweather keeps boxing alive. Conor McGregor still walking around chuckling with all that money in his pocket. Yeah. My name's Doug Pinner with Patrick Thompson out here at Coyote Creek Golf Club just outside of Bartonville. Beautiful day. Have a great weekend. Have a safe Labor Day weekend, everybody.